everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Varsha, and in today's video I'm going to talk to you about the recently announced budget and how it's going to impact international students and all the temperate residents here in Australia. So without wasting much time, let's get started. If you're watching my video for the first time, I make such regular videos regarding life in Australia for immigrants, for people who want to come here as an international student, or for people who are already here. So if this is the kind of content you want to consume, you like to consume, please do consider subscribing to my channel. और जैसे कि आप देख सकते हो ये पूरा सेटअप आज नया है because I have moved into a new property. तो थोड़ा ऐसा वैसा ही होने वाला. I'm still trying to find a place where I can sit and record my videos. But yeah, आज के लिए तो यही है. So let's get started. First thing is there is an increase in the student visa fees. तो पहले ये जो student visa fees थी for the visa Subclass 500 was $650. Just confirming that again. So it was $650 earlier, but now going forward from the 1st of July 2023, it is going to be $715. Earlier, the fees for visitor visa, like the tourist visa, was $150, which is now increased to $190. And I've also made a video about the step-by-step procedure as to how you can apply for a tourist visa yourself. So if you're interested, please do go and watch it. The link is in the description box below. And there's also an increase to the working holiday visa. The working holiday की जो fees होती थी पहले $510 होती थी, which is now increased to $640. The skilled migration is getting priority, right? So the budget outlines that the government's goal of addressing skill shortages through the migration system. So around 70% of places in 23-24 migration program will be allocated to skill stream, whereas the partner and a child visa will still continue to be demand driven. So in this budget, like extensive modifications have been announced pretty much in all the visa categories based on a review highlighting the need to attract highly skilled individuals to the country. Like जैसे कि there was an issue that earlier कि बहुत लोग PR ले लेते थे based on the skilled visas, but then जो वो job कर रहे होते थे वो आकर completely different होती थी from what they have applied their visa in. And I'm also one such example. But anyways, तो for example अगर किसी ने engineering में apply किया अपना PR, right? लेकिन जब उनकी जो PR आ जाती है लेकिन जब वो जॉब करते हैं वो किसी और इंडस्ट्री में कर रहे होते हैं. सो द नीड फॉर engineers is still there. So there's always a shortage, right, of people to come and work. So that's what they have mentioned. So the priority इस बार दी जाएगी कि highly skilled individuals को country में रखने की. So to address these concerns pretty much, right, the government has proposed many changes such as eliminating the outdated occupation list. तो occupation list का भी review होने वाला है, right? और जो point system है, so that also will be scraped off, right? So the new point system will be proposed, जिसके बारे में अभी exact details नहीं है. जब आएगा तो मैं एक और video बनाऊंगी. लेकिन जो point system होता है, उसी से permanent residency के लिए आप visa apply कर सकते हो. मैं इसके लिए एक dedicated video भी बना सकती हूँ. और also मैंने एक video बनाया है जिसमें मैंने explain किया है कि मेरी permanent residency कैसे आई थी और मैंने कैसे अपने points gather किए, which was 65 points back then. So you can watch that video if you are interested, just to understand a little bit more about the whole concept. So they will be establishing like a primary temporary skilled pathway to fulfill Australia's core skill requirements. So that is their major focus this year. अब बात करते हैं कि ये पूरे changes international students को कैसे impact करते हैं. Mostly ये लोगों को already पता होगा. I've also made an Instagram video about this. So if you're not following me on Instagram, please go ahead and follow me right there. This is my ID, right? From 1st of July 2023, the working hours for international students will be back to normal, right? Earlier, it was 40 hours per fortnight before the COVID time and all that. But उसके बाद इन्होंने unlimited hours दे दिए थे international students को सबको. But अभी वापस से 1st of July के बाद ये 48 hours per fortnight हो जाएगा, which is still better than the pre-COVID time. Right? So 48 hours per fortnight is going to be back again. But for people working in aged care, क्योंकि यहाँ पे aged care की requirement बहुत है, they do need a lot of people working in aged care, right? So that is still given a priority. And for them, the time is 31st December 2023. They have extended and might also extend it even further. So anybody working in aged care, they still can work unlimited hours being on a student visa. But for how long, we don't know. Also, the government's migration strategy is aiming to enhance like job readiness and outcomes of international students, right? So the whole restructuring is actually focusing on making a migration strategy which will help job readiness for international students, right? So once they are done with their graduation, they're trying to reduce their time on the bridging visa and providing like faster permanent residency options for people who are already here. On top of this, degree holders on temporary graduate visa will receive an extra 2 years of post-study work rights, obviously with an intention of, improving the supply of skilled labor in those critical sectors जिनमें इनको अभी बहुत बड़ी requirement है. Now let's talk about the improved pathways for permanent residency. In this budget, they have introduced like clearer pathways for temporary skilled shortage visa holders, allowing them on a short-term stream to access permanent residence options through like employer nomination scheme, which is the 186 visa. Next big thing in this budget is improved pathways for permanent residency. So this time they have clearly, indicated about some pathways for temporary skills shortage visa holders, which will allow them to access permanent residency options through employer nomination schemed visa, which is the 186 visa. Next thing is the restriction on the onshore renewals for short-term visa will also be eliminated. Abhi ki main baat karu to 173,000 migrants have actually resided in Australia for at least 5 years on a temporary or a student visa who are like on the temporary setup, right? जिनकी permanent residency नहीं हुई है, तो इसको भी वो ट्राई कर रहे हैं एलिमिनेट करने के लिए स्किल शॉर्टेज की रिक्वायरमेंट फुलफिल हो. It's like a tongue twister. So this is a very good news for people who fall in that category of having a high demand skill. तो उनके लिए बहुत अच्छा होगा क्योंकि जो permanent residency का उनका pathway है उसका time कम हो रहा है और chances हैं कि वो जल्दी से जल्दी अपना permanent residency ले लेंगे. So the whole concept again is to just reduce the shortage of skilled migrants. Another update is that the government will be investing close to $31.6 million within the next 2 years to train people from the medical field, especially from rural and regional areas. So they are pumping in a lot of money for the medical field, and we know that Australia में हमेशा medical field में requirement बहुत ज़्यादा होती है. So this is a great news for people who are in the medical field already. By end of this year, the government will give out more information and a detailed migration policy. So when that happens, I'll definitely make a detailed video. So this is just an overview of what happened in the budget for international students. That's all for today's video. If you liked it, please do consider subscribing to the channel, and I will see you again in the next one. See ya. Bye-bye.